My name is Sonny Cunningham. I live in Pflugerville, Texas. What I do is I own a Pepperidge Farm biscuit franchise. Well, I think as I went to a restaurant and I asked them for a glass of gravy and they told me it was not a beverage, I think that was one of the keys that I finally figured that one out. And then the other thing, I was wearing a black t-shirt on the beach. I just ate some barbecue. I went down, made a few beached whale sounds, and they rolled me into the surf. Who's Willie? I don't know. But anyway, when that happened, I kind of realized it was time for me to go on a diet. And I'm also a very bad diabetic, and that is my main honest reason why I'm here. The way I found Dr. Ganta was through my endocrinologist, and they suggested that I talk to Dr. Ganta and see what he felt. I went to Dr. Ganta's seminar, and he answered a lot of questions. I did research this quite a lot online with Dr. Ganta's website, but he was so highly recommended to me by other doctors, including my family, and the surgeon who was working on my foot suggested that I do something or I'm going to lose this thing. And he said, hey. So when I saw Dr. Ganta and listened to him and then started the process to see which operation was best for me, a lap band or bypass, that's what we worked on. I had the bypass. The lap band would not have helped me in what I was doing because every procedure affects things differently. And so you go through that process with him to find out what is the best for you. And it's not something you just shoot in the dark. You go through several months. And that's the key thing you've got to understand. You want to have patience. You want to really research. You want to make sure that this is good for you because it's going to change your world. One time I went hiking before the surgery, about a month before, and I could barely make it from the car to the campsite. I couldn't handle anything. I couldn't carry anything. I couldn't basically sit in a chair and just watch everybody do everything. I couldn't play with the kids. I had trouble walking. No balance, was really bad. And we went to the same campsite after the surgery. I put the tent up. I actually played frisbee with the kids and could walk. We actually did a little bit of a hike, and we call it a treasure hunt. So where you go look for just stuff, and I just could do it all. I think it's really the only way to go, and I'll tell you why. I think when you look at all these pills and all these, I forget how many billions of dollars people spend a year on this stuff versus this, it is so cheap in that respect. A value, if you want to use that term, that it's going to work. I would recommend Dr. Ganta and his team. It's probably A1 to great. I mean, he cares. He's very knowledgeable. He's confident. And that's the things you'll look for in a guy. But you want somebody to look you in the eye and tell you what your problems are and what he can do for you, and this is what you've got to do. And again, cookie cutter people won't do that. They'll just get in and out, in and out, in and out. And he's not like that. And that's probably the biggest thing I'm trying to stress here. Is it's those things that I look when I talk to somebody, or see what they kind of like a new part mechanic versus a professional mechanic. A guy can say, "Well, I can swap that out and fix it." A real mechanic will say, "Well, why did that part go bad?" And that's the question he'd ask. And that's Dr. Ganta. He just is that way. When you get and you lose this weight, you feel so confident again that you can do anything. I mean anything. And that's the biggest thing. The energy level is there and your confidence as a person. And you're ready to get back in the game.